Hi, I'm Rebecca. Thanks for joining me today for this guided meditation, The Inner Garden. So, today we're going to go on a little journey inward into our inner landscape. And we're going to dig a little deeper into some of the things that help us build our foundation and understanding of who we are and what helps to drive us forward and move us forward, what kind of seeds we might like to plant um, right now moving forward. So get comfortable, get any props that you need, pillows, blankets. You may want to practice sitting up, or you may choose to lie down today. Either is fine. You will have different experiences in both. So follow your intuition and go where your body is asking you to go today. The biggest and most important thing is that you can be comfortable, that you can feel the spine having length, and that the neck is nice and comfortable and the body can fully relax. And I encourage you to participate to whatever degree feels good for you. If partway through or anything doesn't resonate with you and you decide just to lie there and breathe, then that is the perfect meditation for you today. So please participate to whatever degree feels good for you. So get comfortable, and we'll begin by closing the eyes if it feels good, lowering the gaze if closing the eyes doesn't feel good. We just want to be able to turn our attention inward, okay? And begin to just notice the breath. So just take about 2 or 3 breaths without changing the breath and just noticing, checking in to see how the breath is feeling today. How the breath is feeling today is a pretty good indicator of how we are feeling today. So take some time just to notice, to find the breath, to let it inform you, and without judging, just paying attention to it. And then begin to feel the whole body begin to respond to each inhale and to each exhale. So as you breathe in through the nose, if it's comfortable, notice how the entire body shifts or expands with the breath in. Notice where in the body you can feel the breath in. And then notice the same for the breath out. So how does the body shift? Maybe settle, maybe feel supported with the breath out. And maybe the breath is a struggle for you today, and that's just fine. That's part of the practice, is just noticing. But just pay attention to what happens when you breathe in, how the body moves, what expands, where in the body you can feel the breath. And then notice the same for the breath out. Breath by breath, we begin to settle into the space we're in, into our bodies, a little deeper and a little deeper. Breath by breath, we return back to ourselves. Take a few more long, full, deep breaths as you begin to settle into a comfortable rhythm with the breath. Begin to bring your awareness to the top of the head. So continue to stay connected with the breath as best you can, but bring your attention to the top of the head. And as we begin to experience and explore the inner garden today, part of this exploration is looking a little deeper at who we are and specifically in relation to who we are in relation to nature. So, again, letting the breath have a nice steady rhythm. The attention is at the top of the head. Begin to ask yourself the question of who am I? Who am I? Traditionally, the top of the head is relating to the crown chakra, and this part of the body represents connection with everything outside of us. So as you ask yourself the question of who am I with your attention on the top of your head, consider for a moment that we don't just relate to nature. We are not just in nature, but that we are in fact nature itself. We are an extension of nature. So as you breathe, consider this as you pay attention to the top of the head. Consider that you are nature. And then bring your attention down in between the eyebrows. And consider for a moment this area relating to intuition. And as you bring your awareness to between the brows, consider for a moment or ask yourself how much you trust your natural unfolding. Just as nature unfolds season to season and even day to day, with certain flowers opening first thing in the morning and closing at dusk, how much do you trust your own unfolding season to season and day by day? Long, full, deep, steady breaths. As your attention rests here between the brows, can you consider or ask yourself, how can I trust myself more? Bringing your attention down into your throat. Begin to ask yourself the question of, how can I serve or how can I express myself? With your attention at your throat, steady breath. Consider all the ways that you already express yourself so beautifully. Just for a moment, consider some other ways that you can more fully express who you are. Steady breath, attention at the throat. How can you express who you are? Each flower, each plant that exists on this earth has a unique way about it, as do you. What is your unique way? You may even want to ask yourself the question, if I were a plant, what would I look like? Dropping your attention now down into the heart, the center of your own truth. Consider asking your heart for the next few moments what it truly desires. So attention at the heart center. Breath is steady and soft. Asking yourself the question of what do I desire? What do I truly desire? Take time for this answer to bubble up. Tension at the heart, long and steady breath. What do I desire? Now begin to allow the inhales and exhales to radiate from that heart center. And as you breathe out, as you exhale, imagine that breath expanding down the body, past the stomach, belly, hips, and legs. Inhale, feel the inhale in the heart. And as you exhale, again, allowing that breath to soften the whole lower part of the body. Feel the breath expanding down through the stomach, belly, and all parts of the body that are resting on the ground. Feel the ground beneath you. Breath by breath, begin to feel more space in the lower body. Feel the heart expanding. As the heart begins feeding this inner garden. And as the breath expands down through the body, it brings with it that connection, that understanding that we are nature. The trust in our natural unfolding. Our ability to fully unfold and express ourselves in our own unique way. Each exhale, the heart carries and shares those sentiments down into the lower part of the body, down into our inner garden. Now bring your awareness. Feel every part of your body that is supported by the ground, particularly the hips, the seat, and legs. Consider this ground in the literal way as soil, your inner soil, the foundation for your garden. Consider here as you focus on this part of the body with a slow and steady breath, the heart continuing to enrich that soil with the understanding of our connection, trust in ourselves, and our natural, unique unfolding. Focusing on the ground, consider each experience in your life that has worked to bring you to where you are in this exact moment. Not only your experiences of daily life or the joys and the sorrows, but also every incredible part of your being that allows you to sit here and breathe in this moment. The magnificence of the fact that every part of your body works in harmony, most of it without you having to think about it at all. And all your cells that are in your body that came from another being's body before you even were dreamt into existence. And all of the universe that has conspired, unfolded for you to be here in this moment. All the elements of the earth that exist within you, the minerals, the oxygen, the carbon, the fact that you sit here right now, breathing your breath, is an absolutely incredible, incredible thing. As you focus on that lower part of the body with a soft and steady breath, considering this foundation, this soil, this ground that you rest upon, each experience that has helped bring you to this exact moment. Take a moment to give gratitude for all of it. And as you give gratitude for all of it, many things might begin to come up that you don't feel grateful for, having created your experiences up till now. And I want you to imagine that those parts of your experience of life are like weeds that come up easily and effortlessly that you then toss back into the soil as compost. You toss back into the soil so that the soil can then eat it and use it to help grow whatever seeds it is that you're going to plant. Every weed that has been in your life, every not so good experience has an opportunity within it for you to take that, transform it, work it back into your soil, work it back into your foundation to create an even richer foundation and ground, a bed upon which to grow your seeds. Allow your attention now to rise up and expand a little bit deeper into the low belly. Here's the place where our seeds get to be formed. So attention on that low belly with a long and steady breath. Consider the type of seeds that you would like to plant just for today, moving forward short term, or maybe seeds that you want to plant for a greater vision of your life. Maybe it's the smallest seed, like drinking a glass of water in the morning before you do anything else. Maybe it's a seed of taking on that creative project that has been sitting in the back of your mind and heart. Maybe it's that seed of connecting with others or a particular person that's been on your mind. Maybe it's a seed of some self-care. Maybe it is a project, experience, or maybe some seeds that you would like to plant are simply states of being. Maybe you would like to plant some seeds of joy, some seeds of fun. Really bring your attention into that low belly. Let the breath be steady. And one by one, begin to name the seeds as they begin to form in your mind and in your body. Name these seeds one by one. Notice what they look like, what shape they take on, as they gently begin to nestle down into the soil beneath. Take some time here. Maybe you have one big giant seed that you would like to plant, or maybe you have a bunch of smaller seeds. Perhaps you even have seeds of different sizes, many different names, many different shapes. Just allow them all to materialize and then settle in gently to the soil beneath. Knowing that this can be a daily practice of coming back to explore what seeds you want to plant. For now, trust yourself that whatever seeds have materialized and nestled themselves into the soil is the perfect amount for this moment. Now draw your attention up to the stomach area of the body, in between the lower ribs. Again, allow the breath to still be steady, steady and soft. As your attention all lies within that stomach area, often referred to as the solar plexus, our place of personal power. The solar plexus is often depicted too as a bright, shining sun. So as your attention rests here on that solar plexus with a slow, steady breath, see if you can visualize a bright, warm, shining sun radiating from your center. The warmth of that sun shines down on those seeds and on that soil that you have just planted. Feel the rays spreading out through the body. You can see the rays shining down on that soil where those seeds that you have planted just wait for the perfect moment to unfold and make their way up to the surface. As you sit here with your attention on that solar plexus, on that sun, feeling the warmth in the center of the body, long, slow, full breaths. Perhaps you even see one or two or maybe more of those seeds slowly begin to peek their way up through the soil. Maybe you don't. Maybe some seeds or all of them need more time to germinate, more time to be held in that soil, to take up those nutrients. Trusting yourself that everything that happens for you, all of the seeds that you plant in your life will unfold in the exact right time for you. Sometimes we want to rush this process, but nature can't be rushed. As we contemplate the idea that we are nature, we are an extension of nature, it is only fair to say that we also cannot be rushed. Take notice now, though, of any seeds that have begun to find their way up through that top layer of soil. And just begin to notice what they are. Notice if they begin to unfold more in the warmth of that sun radiating from your solar plexus. If they do have a particular look to them. Do they have a particular color, shape? Are they of a particular species? Do they have a particular feeling to them? As they unfold, do they stir up emotion in you? The sun continues to shine within you. Now bring your awareness back up into your heart. Take a moment here to place one hand over the heart and then the other. And imagine now that there is the most beautiful little gate resting over the heart. This is the gate to your inner garden. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. And know that the key to that gate, to your inner garden, rests within your own hands. Take a long, full, deep inhale and a long letting go exhale. You can stay here for a while longer, or you can slowly come back to the space, knowing you can return here anytime. Thank you for practicing with me today, taking this journey within. I encourage you to take some time with a journal if you're so inspired and just write down a little bit about your experience in your inner garden, maybe what some of those seeds represent to you. Have a wonderful night. Namaste.